Welcome back, guys. Today we'll be talking about Modern Warfare Warzone, which is now official. Will be launching tomorrow on March 10th, and it will be a free-to-play game. So any current Modern Warfare player will be able to download this at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that download size will be around 22 gigabytes. If you don't already own the game, you'll be able to download that at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that download size will be around 80 to 100 gigabytes. So next, let's talk about features involved with the game. So the first thing that we'll talk about is it is going to be 150 players, and that will be 3-player squads. So I know the 150 player count is a little bit controversial for some people. I know, speaking with friends, there's some people that think that this is going to be too many players for the map and that there's just going to be too much congestion. I think that this isn't going to be an issue personally. I think that this all has to do with map design and how well Infinity Ward has designed the map. And from everything that I've read online and seen already, I really believe that the map is designed well enough to keep these players spread out enough, and that there's not going to be enough choke points and stuff like that that's going to funnel all these teams into one area where you're going to see this congestion that just leads to issues. And if I'm wrong and there are issues, I'm sure Infinity Ward will be working actively with the community to try to fix this so that they can keep a player base and keep that player base happy. So the next thing we'll talk about is there will be 2 game modes that come out at launch. Those 2 game modes are going to be Plunder and Battle Royale. So we'll talk about Plunder, which is going to be a loot and cash based game mode. So in Plunder, you'll be working with your team to try to collect as much cash as possible. You'll do this by either completing contracts in the game, or you'll be looting around the map, and you can also steal the cash off of enemies that you defeat. So the other game mode that I did mention is just going to be Battle Royale, which, as you can probably tell, is going to be your classic Battle Royale game mode that you've seen in PUBG or Fortnite or Apex Legends or any of the other games that you've played. So the only thing that we're going to have here that does differ from those is the weapons are all going to have pre-installed attachments. So this will vary from PUBG and Apex Legends. So in those games, you pick up a weapon, say you pick up a G7 out of a crate, and you don't have a sight, you don't have, the double tap, you don't have anything on it. You got to find those attachments, you got to equip those, you got to try to make the weapon as good as possible. So in Modern Warfare, you're going to pick up a weapon, and it's already going to be kitted out. It's going to have, the sight on it, an extended mag, whatever. It's going to have those attachments already on there. So the only way that you're going to find weapons that differ in rarity is you're going to find those on the map, and you're not going to be able to find, the attachment that you prefer and then put it on that weapon. So I know for some people, again, that's going to be controversial. Some people aren't going to like that. Others will like that, you can just pick up a weapon and fight. You don't got to run around and be like, hey, I want it 2 times, oh, I don't like the sight, It is what it is. Some people are going to like it, some people are going to hate it. We'll just have to find out when we play the game for ourselves. So the other thing that does differ a little bit from the other games is how respawning is handled. So in Plunder, there's going to be unlimited respawns, but in the Battle Royale game mode, the respawns will be handled a little bit differently. So in Battle Royale, on your first elimination, you will be transported to the Gulag, and once you're there, you'll face off in a head-to-head 1v1 match with others that are trapped in the Gulag as well. Now, the winner of that 1v1 fight will be respawned back with their team. The loser of that fight will die and, I'm assuming, spectate their team. The only information we have is that their team will have to purchase their respawn from a buy station. Now, from what we've seen, these respawns are going to be pretty expensive, so it might take a little bit of time or a little bit of teamwork there to get enough cash to buy that respawn. So go ahead and let me know in the comments, what you think of Warzone so far, if you've watched any gameplay of it, if you've already, watched the trailer or whatnot. Just let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite, Battle Royale is right now and how you think this is going to compete with those. Also, if you like the video, feel free to like and subscribe. Alright, thanks guys.